Good evening and welcome to Johnny Roscoe Stadium on the campus of Northern Guilford High School in Greensboro, North Carolina. Drew Fulton, along with a new set of cohorts for this road game. We welcome Dale Revere and Joel Clemmer. Guys, we had to all come up north of 85. How was the trip?
It was smooth sailing for me. I just live about a little over an hour away.
Dale, any trouble getting up here?
Unfortunately, we were pulling up just when a 18-wheeler decided to take up half of 85 right at 321. So we got stuck in traffic and started notifying others that were behind us to try to get away, but not a fun ride.
Well, we're about 11 minutes away from kickoff with the Nighthawks and the Mountaineers. Let's take a break. We get back, we'll match these two teams up. Stay with us. More Mountaineer sports right after this. The Mountaineer pregame show is sponsored by Kimberly Spicer, attorney at law and CPA. HSI Land Development. Bridges Hardware. Point 135 Real Estate. Forge Container Service. Spake Concrete Products. Cody E. Barrett, DDS. And Sky Country Transportation. Back here live at Johnny Roscoe Stadium on the campus of North Guilford High School. Thank you so much for joining us for a very short pregame, but we'll match these two teams up. We'll review last week, of course, Kings Mountain on the road at T.C. Robinson, able to pull out a 21-20 win over the Rams. Guys, both of y'all seen that game. What was your impressions of the Mountaineers last week?
I was surprised. They really started to come together as a team a little bit, and I liked what I saw, and I'm hoping that they bring that back today.
You know, I said it on the coach's show. If you would have bet me that we would end the first quarter 5-0, I would have told you were crazy.
Yeah, I only got to listen to the game last week. I was like, yep, 5-0. I couldn't believe it.
It was definitely a dogfight in Asheville last week. And, of course, Asheville visited here last week as the Cougars of Asheville High School traveled here to Northern Guilford to take on the Nighthawks. Not the exact same story for the Cougars of Asheville. They fall to the Nighthawks 46-13. I watched a lot of that game, a lot of the replay of that game. A lot of mistakes by the Cougars. They put the ball on the ground way too many times, gave the Nighthawks way too many opportunities to score, and they scored every time they did. So I think one of the big goals here for the Mountaineers tonight is, one, penalties. You know, penalties have hurt this younger Mountaineer squad all year long, but two, it's being able to protect that ball, whether it be a fumble, whether it be an interception. We've got to be able to protect that ball and not give it up to the Nighthawks tonight.
Yeah, that's a big key to the win tonight, and if we can just eliminate some of the mistakes and the turnovers, we got every round just a chance to win the ball game.
Coming up for the Nighthawks tonight, we'll talk about number 7, their quarterback, Jackson Kemp, a lot. He's a senior, 6'1", 185 pounds. He's a pretty good quarterback. He's got a great arm to him, but like a lot of the quarterbacks we've faced here lately, he's got legs on him. He can get himself out of danger, run down the field. They will also call quarterback run plays for him to run the ball. So that's something that the Mountaineers defense is going to have to contain, being able to contain number 7 tonight. We'll take a break. When we get back, we'll talk about some of the other games going on in the area. Some games we'll highlight on the Coldwell Banker Farm Bureau, CNC Scrap Iron and Metal Scoreboard. Stay with us. It's the Mountaineer pregame show live from Greensboro, North Carolina. Back after this. The Mountaineer pregame show is sponsored by Kimberly Spicer, attorney at law and CPA. HSI Land Development. Bridges Hardware. Point 135 Real Estate. Forge Container Service. Spake Concrete Products. Cody E. Barrett, DDS, and Sky Country Transportation.
Some of these guys,
they're here
making
live in Greensboro, North Carolina, getting ready for the kickoff. About 6.5 minutes to go before we have the coin toss and kickoff as we await both teams. Mountaineers, of course, in their away whites, black trunks or black pants, black helmets. I haven't seen the Nighthawks yet, but I imagine they're going to come out in all purple. Guys, let's look at some of the games coming out in the Caldwell Banker Farm Bureau CNC Scrap Iron and Metal scoreboard for tonight. Another game we've got to really pay attention to. The winner of this game will take on the winner of this game, 6A, number 11, Dudley. They travel to number 3, Ashbrook. Now, I know Ashbrook is the favorite, but you cannot sleep on a Dudley team. I don't care if they're ranked 11th or 100th. You can't overlook a Dudley team.
Listen, Drew, this is the team. I want Dudley to win tonight. I don't care what happens, but I want them to win so we can play at home.
You know, I would too. Some would say we want another shot at Ashbrook, but there's nothing like being back at John Gamble. So I would, of course, we've got to get this game underway. But I would like Dudley to beat Ashbrook. I still remember that big loss to Dudley several years ago when we had to travel up here to Greensboro, and it wasn't a great situation after that. Another game in the 6A, number 5, Sun Valley. Travels to Freedom tonight. Should be another good game. The winner of that game will take on number 8 Charlotte Catholic, and they travel to number 1 Watauga. Now, I have had the opportunity to see Watauga earlier this year. Man, Watauga's the real deal. They run kind of a split-back offense, an option offense, kind of like South Point, but they run it to perfection, and they also will pass the ball a lot more than Ashbrook will, or South Point will, and they pass well. So Watauga is the real deal coming out of the number 1 slot here in the 6A.
Yeah, they are. They're loaded and on both sides of the ball.
Let's look at the 5A tonight. Number 8, Monroe, travels to number 1, South Point. Now, South Point's got them a great team, but you can't overlook Monroe either. Monroe has a good shot at upsetting South Point tonight in that 5A action. And then, of course, another part of the Cleveland County, number 5, East Lincoln, travels to number 4, Crest. And I know the Crest Chargers, they're going to have both of those stands will be filled tonight between Cleveland County and Lincoln County.
I got a feeling we've got some friends over there at that game tonight.
Well, I know we do. So that should be a good game we'll keep an eye on. Also in 5A action, number 6, Franklin at number 3, Hickory. Drop down to 4A, number 8, Burns. They travel to number 1, Brevard. You know, out of all the Cleveland County schools, Burns may have run out of options. Brevard, I've seen them play throughout this season. Brevard has a great team, and it's going to be uphill battle for the Bulldogs tonight in the mountains.
Yeah, I've seen Brevard because I'm a class of '97 from Brevard, and I got to see them during the homecoming this year. They can put up some points just like Burns can, and they do. And once their defense adjusts during the game, Brevard's got a good defense.
Number 6, Maiden tonight at number 3, Newton Conover. And number 7, Stuart Kramer at number 2, High Brighton. You know, Stuart Kramer has surprised a lot of people all year long, as well as they're doing in that new 4A bracket. But I don't think that they've got enough gusto to go against High Brighton tonight. I could be wrong, and I have been most of the time. Most of the time I have picked against Stuart Kramer, and they've proved me wrong. I'm going to pick against them tonight, but they're going to have to prove me wrong over there with the Storm traveling to High Brighton. In the 3A action, number 8, Lincolnton at number 1, Mountain Heritage. I know Lincolnton's trying to bounce back. I don't know much about Mountain Heritage, but they're ranked number 1, so I know they've got a good team. And then, of course, also in the 3A, you've got number 10, Shelby at number 2, Mayberry at Mount Airy tonight. So the Golden Lions, I'm sure, have traveled up I-40 to or I-77. 77. Yeah, towards Mount Airy. So I know there's a lot of Golden Lions up here tonight. But we'll keep an eye on a lot of those scores. and some more around the area. Stay with us. We've got the coin toss going on now. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the kickoff coming up shortly. Stay with us. It's the Mountaineer Pregame Show, brought to you by the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club and sponsored by these fine folks. The Mountaineer Pregame Show is sponsored by Kimberly Spicer, attorney at law and CPA. HSI Land Development. Bridges Hardware. Point 135 Real Estate. Porch Container Service. Spake Concrete Products. Cody E. Barrett, DDS. And Sky Country Transportation. It's almost game time here at Johnny Roscoe Stadium. I love saying that, Johnny Roscoe. I mean, it doesn't really bite me as a football stadium name, but it's just a cool name. I should know somebody named Johnny. Where are you going to do this weekend? I'm going down to Johnny Roscoe's place. You know, that's just kind of that name.
It sounds like a restaurant.
As Drew's barbecue restaurant, he's going to open up.
Yeah, I need to. I need to open it up. We're getting ready for the kickoff. We'll take the last break here of the pregame. Stay with us. The kickoff's coming up next. The Mountaineer Pregame Show is sponsored by Kimberly Spicer, attorney at law and CPA. HSI Land Development. Bridges Hardware. Point 135 Real Estate. Porch Container Service. Spake Concrete Products. Cody E. Barrett, DDS. And Sky Country Transportation.
A whole bunch. I mean,
back here live at Johnny Roscoe Stadium, getting ready for the kickoff. The Nighthawks have won the toss, and they have elected to defer to the second half. So they'll kick off to the Mountaineers. The Mountaineers will take over. We'll get the ball first, start this game off. Just looking at a few of the stats for the Nighthawks, Dale.
Listen, they're 8-1 regular season. They're doing well in the playoffs too. But this guy, this quarterback's almost pushing 2,000 yards. That's going to be fun to watch. 400 yards is rushing. Legs, you said it earlier, his legs are incredible. So we've got to keep that run maintained inside and outside tonight.
Mountaineers will get ready to receive the ball. Number 40, Kobe Geraldo, will get ready to kick off. A junior, 5'11", 175 pounds for the Nighthawks. So we get ready to open this ball game up. Back deep to receive, of course, number 1, Byers for the Mountaineers. And the ball is off. Mountaineers will receive going from right to left. It'll roll into the end zone, so it'll be a touchback. Mountaineers will bring it out to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers. We'll get to see the Mountaineers offense come out here first. We talked about a little bit of the defense or the offense for Nighthawks, but their defense is pretty strong too. Both offensive and defensive lines, they got a lot of talent and a lot of speed and height. Very big offensive and defensive line here tonight for the Nighthawks.
They got a freshman linebacker down there that's leading their team with tackles. And listen,
empty backfield for the Mountaineers. Quick pass out to Tex, who's crossed the 20, trying to get away trying to get to the 25. He'll maybe make it to the 24 before he's brought down. 4-yard gain for Tex. You know, that may be the first time I've seen the Mountaineers come out in a 5-wide set to open a game.
Yeah, that was a nice little catch, and you get a positive yard on the first play.
Build some confidence for this young quarterback. Bell brings his team out again. He's going empty again. 5 receivers, 3 to the high side, 2 to this side. He calls the signals, drops back, looks for a quick, easy pass in and out of his hands, just could not pick it up. That's Byers, intended for Byers. About a five-yard connection there, but just could not pull it in.
Yeah, that's the ones you got to catch, but you'll learn from it and get the next play going.
3rd and 7 for the Mountaineers. The official gets the ball spot. Another 5-wide set for Kings Mountain. No, 4 wide. They'll pull a running back in.
Somebody coming late.
Fakes the handoff. Bell rolls out to his left, trying to find somebody over in the flats, just nowhere to throw it to. So 3 and out will be the first run for the Mountaineers here early in this ball game.
You know, one of the first things I'm noticing, Drew, is the air, the quality, the way it feels. You think it's going to be a factor tonight? I mean,
it feels like there's a little dew in the air. Could be damp. Maybe one of those nights. You know, we've been lucky so far. Haven't had much precipitation throughout this year, really. So might be one of those nights we want to really keep a good towel on the balls to keep them dry. Kings Mountain will punt the ball around the 15-yard line. Good high punt. Take a big bounce and will be returned. Mountaineers try to pull him down around the 40-yard line. He'll make it up to about the 43 with the Nighthawks 1st and 10. We'll get to see the Northern Guilford's first offensive possession.
That was a good stop for to stop the Nighthawks.
Listen, special teams showed up last week, and I don't know if they got enough recognition or not, but those boys played a heck of a game on special teams and really kept us in that game.
They really did. I told the coach that I thought it was a special teams win.
No doubt. Give credit to all those guys that are down there kicking, and they got a new coach down there really just trying hard, and that's an important position to
Quarterback hands it off right up the middle. Number 22's the ball carrier. We'll see him a lot tonight. That's Christian Leach. He's a junior running back. From what I understand, number 30 was their lead running back, but he may have gone down last week, so we may or may not see him. 2nd and about 6. Straight up the middle again. Quarterback actually going to keep it this time and lose yards. They did a good job of fooling me as well, so they'll lose on 2nd down, so it'll bring up 3rd and a long.
That's a nice stop for the defense.
A good 3 and out is what the defense needs right here.
Yeah, let's make a statement. Let's get in here and let's show them we mean business, and let's regroup and go out there again.
Jax calls his signals. Looks downfield, trying to find someone deep for a chunk play. Finds a receiver. He connects around the 30-yard line to the 25 before he's run out of bounds. So a big 20-yard gain there for the Nighthawks. Mountaineer defense just did not put enough pressure on Kemp. He had way too much time to throw it. They'll come out and run a quick offense. Kemp hands it off right up the middle once again. That's Leach, the ball carrier.
Yeah.
He scrambles for about 6-7 yards on the play. 2nd and short.
Yeah, the Nighthawks are kind of like in a hurry offense.
They'll come up with 2 receivers set. 2 to this side. 1 up back. Tight end's in the play. Gives it to Leach one more time right up the middle. He'll pick up a 1st down and maybe 5 more. So another 1st down for the Nighthawks. Hands it right up the middle to Leach once again. He scrambles for about 7 yards on the play. 2nd and 3. Ball right at the 6-yard line. Man in motion. Gives it right up the middle once again to Leach, but the Mountaineers are all over him right at the line of scrimmage, so not a big gain, if any, and bring up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, it's nice to see where the ball went and got him stopped.
They still can pick up, they're still on the 6-yard line. They still can pick up a first down right here. 3rd and short. 3rd and 3. Kemp hands it off right up the middle again to Leach. Mountaineers are able to corral him after he passes the 5-yard line.
I don't think they're going to give it to him. They're going to hold him.
I think he's going to be about a yard short. So big decision here early. I do know they have a very good field goal kicker if they decide to go for it. But 4th and 1, they're going to keep their offense out on the field. Big test here for the Mountaineer defense. Be able to stop the Nighthawks here.
Lined in tight, and then they pitch it out to the outside.
Pitch it to the left side, and no one's there to stop him. Nighthawks going to walk in for a score. So Northern Guilford able to put 6 on the board first. Nobody there to cover that sweep. And he walks into the end zone.
Christopher Morrison.
So the Nighthawks put the first points on the board tonight. PAT is up, and it is good. 7-0. We'll take a break. Stay with us. More Mountaineer football to come right after this. KMHS Sports is brought to you by Christy Sellers with Howard Hanna Real Estate, JWH Contracting, Carter Bank and Trust. Live life to the fullest. The Venue at Turkey Ridge. Butler's Tire and Auto Service. And John Gamble with Carolina Golf. Back here in Greensboro, North Carolina, first points put on the board by Northern Guilford. They'll get ready to kick the ball off the Mountaineers. Kobe Gerardo tees up the ball for the Nighthawks. Byers once again back deep to receive. First kickoff from the Nighthawks went into the end zone for a touchback. Decent crowd here tonight for the Mountaineers, but still a lot of people coming in. I know there was a lot of traffic on 85, so it wouldn't be surprising that a lot of folks are still in traffic. Byers will catch it this time around the 10, 15, up to the 20, makes a move, gets up to the 25.
Still on his feet.
Still on his feet. They hadn't brought him down yet, trying to get to the 30. He'll be right around the 30-yard line as the Mountaineers will take over 1st and 10 from the 29.
We just need to get in the rhythm on our second possession.
Mountaineers come up to the line, moving from right to left. White jerseys once again, black pants, black helmets, gold numerals. Man in motion. Bell hands the ball off this time, but he's stopped in the backfield. That's Coleman, the ball carrier. It's actually not Coleman. Number 22's in the backfield. I have that as Lyric Fonafette. I knew he was on the injured list, but we may have gotten him back unless somebody else is wearing his jersey. Bell back to throw this time. Looks to the right side, trying to find a receiver. Could have been intercepted.
They're wrestling.
They're fighting for it. Kings Mountain says they're a ball, but the official says Nighthawks.
Well, they both had the ball.
Kings Mountain side is arguing the fact that Kings Mountain has the ball. They're still trying to pull each other off one another.
Flag on the play.
Nighthawks celebrating.
Flag down.
Coach Aaron's not happy.
Pass was thrown to number 5. Xavier Hutchins. White Hat says it's Nighthawks ball. But they're still arguing about it. I'm not sure what the flag is. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Kings Mountain after the play. You know, that might be the first time in any game I've actually been able to hear the official say what he said.
And Coach Aaron's still giving the ref the earful.
So the Nighthawks looks like they'll take over 1st and 10 from the Kings Mountain 26-yard line. Before they mark off the unsportsmanlike conduct. So the ball will be at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 Nighthawks. Mountaineer defense comes right back out. Kemp makes his calls. Fakes the handoff, looking for the chunk play all the way down the field, looking for a receiver.
No.
In and out of his hands, incomplete. Good coverage by the Mountaineers. Seth Tate. Silas Tate, I said Seth Tate. That's my daughter's friend. Silas Tate providing coverage there for the Mountaineers. Good coverage by Kings Mountain, incomplete. 2nd and 10 Nighthawks. Around the right side this time, trying to get across the 30-yard line to about the 28, 29-yard line.
That's a nice stop for the defense.
They'll give them 2, so 3rd and 8. Nighthawks come up to the line. 3 receiver set, twins to the high side, hands the ball off to Kemp right up the middle again. He scoots around across the down marker, so he'll pick up a 1st down and maybe 2 more. So 1st down for Leach.
Defense is going to have to find a way to close that gap when they hand the ball off.
So 1st and 10 for the Nighthawks. Kemp drops back to pass this time, looking for an open receiver. That's Kemp, or that's Leach out of the backfield, just in and out of his hands, incomplete. Jarrett on the coverage for the Mountaineers. Well drawn out play, just couldn't keep it in his hands. 2nd and 10 Nighthawks. Right at the Kings Mountain 20-yard line. 5 minutes, 42 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Hands the ball off once again to Leach, but he's corralled by the Mountaineers before he gets to the line of scrimmage, still fighting for it. He might lose a yard.
That's a good stop for the Mountaineers defense.
So 3rd and 11. Now, you say Mounties, you're going to get me in trouble. You know what kind of crap that stirs up.
Oh, I know.
I don't want to hear it. Anything Joel says, it does not, his remarks do not represent the thoughts and opinions addressed by the crew of KMHS Sports.
Leach going outside but taken down.
Right around to the right side, all the way down to about the 10-yard line. They're going to say he got all the way to about the 8. So he's going to be about a yard short, maybe a half a yard short.
Yeah.
So 4th and 1. Ball resting right at the 11-yard line. They come in a jumbo formation to the line quickly. Nighthawks hand it off right up the middle again.
A little sloppy, but he got it.
He's going to get it. He's going to pick up maybe 1 or 2 yards on that play and bring up first and goal from about the 9-yard line. I'm sure we didn't want to give up 2 scores to the Nighthawks here early in this ball game. So the defense is really trying to keep them out of the end zone. 3 receivers set. Quarterback runs, drops back to throws. Got a receiver, going to cross the goal line. Touchdown, Nighthawks. So Northern Guilford able to capitalize off an interception by Bale and put 6 more on the board. Gerardo comes in and attempts the extra point. Snap is up, down. It's got the length, and it is good. So 14-0, Northern Guilford. We'll take a break. Stay with us. More Mountaineer football after this.
KMHS Sports is brought to you by Innovative Pool Design, Long Branch Land and Water, Brittany Austin and Company, Carolina Elite Plumbing Services, where plumbing's done right, Brad Moffitt with Carolina Chiropractic, and Flooring America.
Okay, I'll keep checking on it.
Back here at Johnny Roscoe Stadium, awaiting the kickoff by the Nighthawks. Nighthawks able to put the only 14 points in this game on the board. 3:59 to go here in this first quarter. And the ball is kicked, and it is kicked deep, but returnable this time. Kings Mountains are going to turn it up to the 10, 15, 20-yard line. Still on his feet, trying to find a spot to go through. He's going to be brought down before he gets to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Kings Mountain around the 28. We'll call it the 27-yard line. 1st and 10, Kings Mountain. Kings Mountain comes to the line. Faunafette in the backfield again as the running back. Bale hands the ball off to him. Nowhere to go. He's eaten up quickly. They're going to lose a few yards on a play. 2nd and about 13. That's one thing I did notice from the videos that I watched of the Nighthawks. Their defensive line's very quick. They get in the backfield very fast. Mountaineers are going to have to find a resolution for that. Back to throw is Bell. He's under pressure, trying to just throw it away, and he does. Just a coverage. Coverage was good all the way down the field, trying to find somebody out in the flats, but just nobody uncovered. So thankfully he just throws the ball away. Brings up 3rd and about 13.
Yeah, they just got to find a way to get this offense going and just not rush it. But it's hard.
Mountaineers come back to the line. 3 receivers set, 1 up back. Fakes the handoff. Bell rolls to his right. He rolls out. Trying to find a receiver on the slant, just in and out of his hands, just could not come down with it. Feimster was intended to be the receiver, but could not pull it in. So 4th and 13, the Mountaineer punt team will come back on.
That number 50, North Guilford, he was chasing down Bell. I just looked at some of the things. He's a freshman, actually. He's got 48 sacks this year, tackles and sacks.
Wow.
Right there at nose guard, he's just a disruptor.
Wow, that was
so
amazing.
watch him.
Johnson
Fake.
with a fake punt
Oh,
this time. Kings Mountain's got us some holder run through. Would he get to the first down? It'll be very, very close.
It's going to be close.
I think they're going to give it to him. Kings Mountain's going to come away with a fake punt right there and pick up exactly about 13 yards. I mean, he couldn't have been 1 yard short to be able to make that. And Kings Mountain comes away with a big gamble right there early.
He broke that tackle, but he was just tripped up and couldn't stay on his feet. But I think if he would have had a wide open lane.
Well, we know that the coach can call that, but the players can also call on the field if they see something. So that may have been the case. So Kings Mountain will take over 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. 3 receiver set, twins to my side. Bell hands it off again. Bonifet trying to find the corner but can't quite get it. He crosses the 40, but no more. He'll get up to the 40-yard line, so 2nd and 9. Something that Kings Mountain missed last week is just not being able to find a way to run the football.
Yeah, it's been hurting them all season long, but we just not to give up the run, though. We got to keep just pounding it.
Three receiver set, one time come back into the line. Tight ends in as well. Bell with a quick throw right out to the outback. He's going to pick up maybe 5 yards if they give him. They're
going to give him forward progress.
Because he got pushed backwards. They do give him forward progress, so he'll pick up 5. Feemster on the reception that time from Bale. So 3rd and 5 here for the Mountaineers.
So with 1:20 left in the quarter, 3rd down, you got 5 to go. What are you doing, Drew?
Probably rolling out something quick and fast. The run game is definitely not there yet.
Tried to get him off sides. That didn't work.
Bell back to throw, looking for a receiver. He's got one open, but overthrows him. Just could not connect. That's Hutchins again. That'll be his second target of the night, but could not come up with either one of them. So the punt team, once again, will have to come back on the field, and you can bet whatever they saw this past time, they won't see this time. Kings Mountain will punt right at the 44-yard line. Back deep to receive is number 12, Alston. But Kings Mountain runs the offense, trying to draw him off sides.
I think they went off sides.
Yeah, he was standing up. He was standing right over the ball.
So waiting the penalty, Kings Mountain trying to draw him off sides, and it looks like they did.
Looks like we're going to be about 4th and an inch.
So the offense will come right back out on the field again.
Okay, 1st down.
So 1st and 10, Kings Mountain. They went ahead and gave us the head coach for the Nighthawks doesn't like that spot whatsoever.
Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to yell in your ear.
So Mountaineers able to dodge bullets twice on this drive and keep it alive. 1st and 10 from the Kings Mountain 49-yard line.
Referee needing some attention down there.
I think the coach got in the official's ear, and now they're talking about the spot. But nope, 1st and 10, Kings Mountain. Kings Mountain comes back out with the favorable 3 receiver set, one up back. Bell going to drop back to pass. Throws a little out route, a little bubble screen just in and out of his hands. Moore, the intended receiver, just could not quite get his fingertips on it, so 2nd and 10. If Moore would have caught that ball, he had some distance. He could have really stretched out that play.
I thought they settled all that out last week. You know, there's a lot of balls that were missed, and I'm hoping that was the end of it tonight. We'll see what they got.
Bell hands it up right up the middle this time. That's a new running back for the Mountaineers. That's number 29, Hauser. So 3rd and 10. Hauser will get back to the line of scrimmage. I'd prefer to be able to get a first down without a trick play on this drive. 4 receiver set. Twins to this side, twins to the high side. Bell drops quickly back to pass under pressure. Finds a receiver. That's Xavier. He's going to be right at, flag on the play. He's going to be right at the first down marker.
Yeah, it's a late hit while you're standing out of bounds.
He'll pick up 11 yards on the play, so first down after we wait for the official. Should be a 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers. Personal foul against the Nighthawks. So that'll be in favor of the Mountaineers. It'll get added to the end of the run. So the Mountaineers getting in good Nighthawk territory right now. Ball's going to rest right at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, Mountaineers. They've had to use some trickery to get down the field on this drive. Just waiting for something to kind of spark the offense to really get them in rhythm. Bell puts a man in motion. Hands it off to Hauser. Hauser will turn around and try to get some yards. He'll pick up maybe 1, if any, on the play, bring up 2nd.
That's going to do the quarter.
So that will be the end of the first quarter. The Nighthawks lead at 14-0. We'll take a break. Stay with us. More Mountaineer football. Second quarter to come after this.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Pinpoint Fence, the Kings Mountain Optimus, M&T Plumbing, the Gutter Guys, Butler's Outdoor Design, CGW Roofing and Construction, TCM Mechanical.
Back here live at Johnny Roscoe. You know, I just about forgot where we were at. Johnny Roscoe Stadium.
You said you were going to say it a bunch tonight.
I know. And I'm sure I will. Nighthawks lead at 14-0. We've seen the first quarter. Guys, your impression of both of these teams?
Well, the Nighthawks, they're doing what they're supposed to do. They're just playing it. They're almost perfection, just a few passes here and there for them. And Kings Mountain just got to settle in, just get going and score the points. We might just get that momentum back.
Listen, they're doing what's working. I mean, they're getting 6 or 7 yards each play, and they're moving the sticks. If we can't stop that, why change the plays? Why change anything? Keep doing what you're doing. But hopefully Kings Mountain's seeing something and we make a change because we need some momentum.
4 receivers set for the Mountaineers as they come back to start this second quarter. Bell back to throw, looking for a big long run, home run ball, but just overthrown, incomplete. Targeted was Byers in the end zone. He would have had to been a little taller than Tex to be able to pull that ball down. So third and 10 for the Mountaineers. Not successful, but I still like the opportunity. I still like the decision to try those chunk plays down the field.
And they're going to do it
Bell
again.
back to throw, looking for a receiver. Is that Texas over on the left side, just in and out of his hands. He had the first down, but could not pull it in. So 4th and 10, the Mountaineer offense will stay out on the field.
I mean, that was just KJ and Tex right there, nobody else, and still struggling.
Tex usually will not miss any of those passes, especially when he's wide open like that, but could not pull that one in for one reason or another. I'm sure that's something that they saw and they will come back to. Double reverse, but the ball's on the ground. Looks like the Nighthawks have recovered it. Yeah, a double reverse there by the Mountaineers, and right at the mesh point, the ball just hits the ground, and the Nighthawks are there to cover it up. So Northern Guilford will take over 1st and 10 from about the 37-yard line.
You know, I think if he would have had that ball anyway, they were there. They read it. I don't know what would have happened, but that was unfortunate. Second handoff, no good.
Well, with the time that we've got in the backfield, you know, there's not a lot of time to pull plays off like that. Nighthawks 1st and 10, hands it off to Leak once again, trying to get away, hits the edge, across the 50, 45, across the 40-yard line before he's run out of bounds. It'll be right at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 Nighthawks. Looks like Tate was one of the ones that helped run him out of bounds right there. Big 23-yard gain for Leach. Still with that hurry-up offense. Whistles on the field. Timeout, Kings Mountain. Kings Mountain will take a timeout. So will we. Stay with us. We've got more Mountaineer football to come after this.
KMHS Sports is brought to you by Christy Sellers with Howard Hanna Real Estate, JWH Contracting, Carter Bank and Trust, live life to the fullest, The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Butler's Tire and Auto Service, and John Gamble with Carolina Golf.
Back here in Greensboro, North Carolina, Johnny Roscoe Stadium on the campus of Northern Guilford. 3rd round of the North Carolina 6A playoffs. We're playing a good one here tonight, Mountaineer fans. A lot of running plays. Of course, they hadn't had to do much else because we hadn't had an answer for their running game so far. 1st and 10 right at the 40-yard line. Kent back to throw this time, looking for an open receiver, and in and out of his hands, could not pull it down at the 30-yard line. And he was by himself. That's number 6, Smith. Smith just could not pull the ball in for a completion. So 2nd and 10 at the 40.
Well, like you said, a lot of drop passes on by themselves. It might be that little damp in there.
Kemp back once again, calling the signals. Hands the ball off right up the middle this time. He's going to get across the 35 before the Mountaineers are able to wrap him up. So a big 5-yard gain. 3rd and 5. The announcer will give Rainey the credit for that tackle for Kings Mountain. Camp puts a man in motion. He drops back to throw under pressure. In and out of the hands of a Mountaineer. Very, very close to being intercepted. Brings up 4th and 5. We'll see if they decide to go ahead and go for it here or try to put Kings Mountain deep.
That was a good stop for the Mountaineers defense.
So they'll keep the offense for the Nighthawks on the field. They'll run a jumbo package right here. Look for a hard count. 4th and 5 for Northern Guilford. Kemp will drop back to throw. No pressure whatsoever. He incomplete pass. He was trying to lead number 22 coming out of the backfield, Leach, but just kind of overthrew him, threw him off his back foot. So turnover on downs, Mountaineers able to get a stop there and put the offense back on.
Yeah, we really needed that, man. Those guys on offense, I think that they really come out and do a good job when these guys on defense clean up things and give them some good field position. So hopefully they can come out and do something different and capitalize on something. Anything.
So the Mountaineers will bring their offense back on the field. Bell drops back, looks for an open receiver, just throws it over to the flats. He'll pick up 5-7 yards on the play.
That's a nice catch and run.
Byers with the pitch and catch right there brings up 2nd and short.
KJ did a real good job of being patient there. He looked, he screened the field, didn't see anything down, looked over, and hey, that's the kind of football we need to play.
2nd and 3. Bell with a 4-receiver set, twins to both sides. Back to throw again is Bell. Just a quick throw, trying to get the first down. It is completed.
Xavier Hutchins falling and catching the first down.
So 1st and 10, Hutchins picks up 6 yards on the play. 1st and 10 for Kings Mountain. Feels like Kings Mountain just on the edge of getting some rhythm with his offense, but just hasn't quite got there. Empty backfield this time, 5 wide for the Mountaineers. Bell back to throw.
Nobody.
Just throws it away, gets rid of the ball quickly, under pressure by the Nighthawks. Flag on the play. Flag on this side of the ball. I don't know what the official on this side, on the Nighthawks sidelines heard or saw. Waiting to see what the penalty flag marker is. As they talk it over.
Hey, Drew, I got a score update if you want me to give it to you.
Go ahead.
The score I got on Monroe and South Point is tied at 14 in the first quarter.
14, Monroe and South Point. They're
They'll
waving
wave
the
that
flag off. That score brought to you by the Caldwell Banker Farm Bureau, CNC Scrap Iron and Metal Scoreboard. We'll check in with some of those other games, especially see if we can get a good Ashbrook-Dudley score as well. 9:31 to go here in this first half. Nighthawks lead at 14-0. Mountaineers trying to move it down the field now. Hands the ball off to right up the middle. That's 29. He broke a tackle or two and crosses midfield. He'll pick up right at a first down.
That's how you move your feet. That's what we need running up the middle.
Cameron Hauser, the ball carrier right now.
Great run.
So 1st and 10, Kings Mountain. That's the biggest play on the ground we've had this game.
And a quick score on Ashbrook and Dudley is the score I got is Dudley 7, Ashbrook 2.
9 minutes and 2 seconds to go in this second quarter. Quick whistles. It's going to be a penalty, looks like, against the Mountaineers. Possibly legal procedure.
Offsides.
Offsides against Kings Mountain. Somebody was not lined up right. I didn't see it, but the officials did. So it'll back them up 5. So 1st and 15. Kings Mountain will come out, 3 receivers. Hauser's still in the backfield as running back. They're going to fake it to him. Bell's going to run out, get the big chunk play, looking down the field, just in and out of his hands. That's Tex. Tex looking for a flag, but won't get one.
Both of them want a flag. I think it was good, fair football.
So it was actually a really good throw and a really good coverage. Just could not come down with it. So 2nd and 15, the ball rests right at the Nighthawk 47-yard line. Or 48, I should say. 4 receiver set. Bell back to throw again, throws a little out route in and out of his hands, incomplete. Good coverage over there on the side. That's number 5, Hutchins. Austin on the coverage for the Nighthawks. So 3rd and 15.
I like the idea of a quick throw. You know, one thing we haven't seen this year is a high-tempo offense. And I'm wondering how these guys would do. I asked Shane about it. He said that because both guys are going in both ways, that they're just getting tired, and it's hard to do that. But I think they're capable of it.
Bell calls the signal, drops back to throw, looking for a long pass, just overthrown, incomplete.
I think that may have been touched.
They're going to give it credit for Texas being the eligible receiver there, but incomplete. Brings up 4th down. And the Kings Mountain punt team will come back out. Vance Johnson gets ready to punt the ball away.
Quick update on scores. Brevard and Burns is still tied 0-0.
Austin back to receive for
delay game.
The Nighthawks.
They're bumping it.
Johnson gets the ball, big high kick, but not very long.
It's going to land out of bounds.
It's going to take a roll out of bounds. So the Nighthawks will take over 1st and 10. Right around the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Northern Guilford going the other way. They're going from right to left. Dark purple uniforms, purple helmets, white numerals. They're so dark purple they're almost black.
Purple lines on the field too.
Kemp calls the signals, hands it off right up the middle. Big hole to run through. He'll pick up maybe 9 yards on the play. That's Leach again, the ball carrier, the junior. 180 pounds, and he loves to run downhill. Three receiver set, trips to the far side. Kings Mountain with a 4-man front, trying to run to the opposite side. He's got a hole to run through, makes it to the 40, 45, 50-yard line, still on his feet as he crosses the timeline. All the way down to about the 42-yard line.
Looks like Deshaun Camp saved it.
So Camp with the Alamo tackle there. The 44-yard line. They're going to give it a 30-yard gain for Leach. First and 10, Nighthawks. Hands the ball off right up the middle this time. That's number 15, the ball carrier. It's Cannon Herndon, the junior. Herndon will stay in this play as a running back. Second and 9 for the Nighthawks. Ball at the 43-yard line. Man in motion. Back to pass. He just tries to hit the bubble screen to number 15.
He was wide open.
Herndon wide open, but just could not make that throw. Thrown off his back foot again.
As soon as they went into motion, two of our boys followed him and left him wide open over here in the flats.
So 3rd and 9 at the 43. Back to throw again is Kemp. He's under pressure this time. He's going to roll to his right.
He's going to get that penalty.
And he's going all the way down to the 35-yard line. There is a flag on the play. It's in the neighborhood of holding. 6:59 to go here in this first half. Mountaineers down by 14.
I'm not convinced that there's two holding flags down, two separate incidents.
Well, we want the one that's going to get us the most yards, is all I'm saying. So there is holding. A block in the back is declined, and then holding is the call for the Nighthawks. So 10 yards. Third and about 19.
We need a big stop here.
Ball now on the Nighthawk 47-yard line. Trying to get us a jump.
Oh, late flag. Wow. They already got back and everything. Did they break the plane?
They're going to say he did.
Wow. I didn't think that.
So, false start against the Mountaineers. So they'll get 5 of those yards back. So third and about 14. Those hard counts have hurt Kings Mountain all year long. Pass throwing the long ball. He's going to be overthrown just in and out of his fingertips. Could not pull it in.
You got lucky there.
Fourth down. So 4th and 14. So far,
Drew, I got a quick update score on Burns and Bovard. Burns leads 7-0.
The offense will stay out for the Nighthawks.
Couldn't get them off sides that time.
So 4th and 14. They'll just quick kick it right quick. And Kings Mountain will get away from the ball. It'll roll dead around the 23-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers. Mountaineers able to come up with a big stop there. Keep any more points, any more bloodshed from happening right now to the Mountaineers. Just to check in quickly, any scores on the Coldwell Banker Farm Bureau CNC Scrap Iron and Metal scoreboard?
Shelby is up 14-7 over Mountaineers. And South Point Monroe's still tied at 14-14.
Nope, I see Monroe scored. It's now 21-14.
They just changed it.
Yep.
They just changed it.
And Crest is leading 7-0 against East Lincoln.
So Mountaineer offense will come back on the board.
They went back because they was changing it.
Hand the ball off right up the middle, just no running room. He stopped as soon as, right there at the mesh point, stopped as soon as he had the ball. That's number 22, Lyric Fonafette, back in at running back.
Shelby just scored 21-7 over Mountaineers.
.605 to go here in this second quarter. 2nd and 11, ball right at the 22-yard line of the of Kings Mountain. Bale drops back, quick throw, little bubble screen, cross the 20, 25, up to the 30-yard line before he's brought down. It looks like Lyric Fonafette was the receiver right there. Good hit by the Nighthawks. Good gain, but not enough for the first down, so still third and about a long 3. We'll see what Coach Short has up his sleeve right here. We've changed running back this time. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left, just throws it away. He's just under pressure, just trying to get rid of the ball. So 4th and 3. The Mountaineer punt team will come back out right now. Still just down by 2 scores. I know they don't want to try anything too desperate, even though we've tried it before, unless they just happen to see something. 3-man front on this punt coverage right now.
Another fake.
Another fake, right on the left side.
He's not.
It's going to be close. It's going to be very, very close to a first down.
I think they're going to give it to him again.
I think they got it.
So Kings Mountain is definitely seeing something in that front formation they can take advantage of. And,
offense is back on the field.
And they did again. So 1st and 10, Kings Mountain.
So they're just doing a direct snap and run up the middle, and it's working. It's worked both times. It's been great. Hopefully we don't have to do it a third time.
We can do it all the way down the field as long as we get it.
Well, that's true.
Is the not getting it part. So 1st and 10, Kings Mountain. They'll come out and a split receiver set. Bell changes the protection. He drops back to throw, looking for an open receiver, trying to target Tex. He's going to be caught right at the first down marker before he steps out of bounds. So 1st and 10. And they'll move the chains after a good grab from Tex.
Everything about that play looked great.
Really good crowd by the Mountaineers that's traveled down the interstate to get here. Still looks like there's people coming in. Bell back to throw, looking for that same pass, just in and out of his hands.
Flag.
Late flag down the field. I'm not sure what that penalty was for. We'll have to wait and see.
That was a 25-yard flag pass.
It was thrown way down the field, about 10 yards past the receiver. Pass interference is the call against the Nighthawks. So the Mountaineers will take advantage of that penalty. That official just saw something there that he didn't like. Ball gets moved all the way down to the Nighthawks 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Kings Mountain. I didn't see it, but I'll take it.
Once they get over there to the sideline, it's really hard to keep track of that ball, but with this fog combined.
4:02 to go here in this second quarter. Mountaineers trying to put some points on the board before halftime. Bell back to throw under pressure. Throws it out, little bubble screen up to the 40-yard line. He'll take a big hit. That's number 6, the ball carrier. That's Camp.
He knocked down 2 bowling pins right there. That was he's got some muscle. I like him running the ball because he just tucks it and goes. Old school, barrel through there and get some yardage kind of running.
Well, no yardage on that little out pass. So 2nd and about 11. But will go down as a completed pass. Mountaineers come back to the line. Camp still in at running back. He'll go in motion, looking for right over the middle. He gets a caught 30-yard line. That should be a 30-yard line.
Yep.
That's Xavier Hutchins with the grab. And a good first down for the Mountaineers as they keep the ball moving right at the Nighthawks 30-yard line.
And they're already down, ready for another play, too. I like this.
Bell back to throw again, looking at the same pass, chooses.
Incomplete. He stepped out.
He's going to say incomplete. I guess the ball was so far over on the out of bounds lines over there.
Right.
It was on the far end of the field, so even though he called it, they're going to say incomplete.
I think that was probably better for us anyway, because I don't think he was past the line of scrimmage over there yet.
So 2nd and 10 at the Nighthawks 30-yard line. Mountaineers trying to get into the red zone here for the first time tonight. Back to throw is Bell, looking for that same pass, and he just misread the receiver. Flag on the play. He threw it to the receiver, but the receiver didn't turn around yet for the ball.
Another quick score. Shelby 28, Mountaineers 7.
Holding against the Nighthawks. Nighthawks side did not like that call whatsoever, so Mountaineers take advantage. We've had 2 turnovers, but we've taken advantage of some penalties here on this possession. Moves it all the way down to the 20-yard line. We're in the red zone now. 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, it looks like the defender had his arms wrapped around the waist of our player and just pulled him away from that catch, and that's where they're going to call that hold. I don't think they were going to call it pass interference because he had him about the whole time.
Bell calls the signals, hands it off to Fonafette on the left side, tries to turn the corner and does. He'll pick up maybe 5-6 yards before he gets run out of bounds.
Let's keep the momentum going, guys.
So probably one of the better runs by Fonafette for this possession. So 2nd and about 3. They'll give him 7 yards on that play. So 2nd and 3, guys, would you take a shot right here to the end zone?
Yeah, absolutely. Go to the corner with Tex, give it a shot. It's only 2nd down.
Bell back to throw.
He's
Takes
there.
the handoff,
Wide open.
rolls to his right. Just looking for the open receiver.
Interception. He dropped it. Woo, that was close.
Almost an interception.
Tex was wide open on the other side in the corner.
We got lucky on that one.
Just underthrown. If it would have been on the money, it would have been picked off. So the Mountaineers will run the Krispy Kreme package on. That's my new word for the heavy package.
Yeah, I like that one, Drew.
Is the hot light on?
It is on. We'll see. We'll see after this play whether the hot now is light is on. The Mountaineers hurry to the line. Hands the ball off right up the middle, busts through. Did he pick it up? He did. He's still on his feet. He's still on his feet all the way towards the goal line up to about the 4-yard line. So the hot now light is on. 1st and goal for the Mountaineers from the 4. The Krispy Kreme package will stay out there. That was a hard-running 9-yard gain. Kings Mountain once again with the big bunch package. Flips the ball to Hauser. Hauser dodges 1, 2, 3.
Yes,
touchdown,
sir.
Mountaineers.
Nice
Beautiful. That a way to move your feet and keep it going.
So 4 yards and a touchdown.
That's Hart. He kept moving. He was down at the 10-yard line and just kept fighting, and that was awesome.
1:28 to go here in this first half. Mountaineers able to put 6 on the board, close this gap to a 1-score game. Carrillo attempts the extra point, and it's up, and it's good. We'll take a break as the Mountaineers close the gap. Stay with us. More Mountaineer football to come right after this.
KMHS Sports is brought to you by Innovative Pool Design, Long Branch Land and Water, Brittany Austin and Company, Carolina Elite Plumbing Services, where plumbing's done right, Brad Moffitt with Carolina Chiropractic, and Flooring America.
We'll read them. Back here live at Johnny Roscoe Stadium, just checking in real quickly with a Caldwell Banker Farm Bureau CNC Scrap Iron Mill scoreboard. Go ahead, guys.
Ashbrook's up 9-7 in the second quarter. Monroe's up 21-20 over South Point. Kings Mountain just 14-7 Northern Guilford over Kings Mountain, and Crest is up 14-0 over Eastlake.
You just read anything in front of you.
I was reading it backward because they had a 14-0 on that score.
Mountaineers get ready to kick the ball off right at the 40-yard line. That's Vance Johnson getting ready to kick it deep. Johnson puts his leg in it, ball's up high but returnable right at the 6-yard line, up to the 10, 15, 20. Still on his feet.
Yes.
They bring him
Nice
down
stop.
across the 20-yard line.
Great stop.
So good stop, and Nighthawks will take over right at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. 1 minute, 22 seconds to go here in this first half.
Oh. And a score on Mount Heritage in Lincolnton, 8-0 Mount Heritage.
So no wolf howling yet, or that bell ringing. See, they bring that bell everywhere they go, and they start ringing that bell. I always hated that. 3 receivers set for the Nighthawks. Kemp calls the signals, looking for the pass. Under pressure, throws a slant in and out of his hands. Number 3 was the intended receiver. That's Morrison, but incomplete under good coverage by Byers.
I think
2nd and 10.
I think the weather's got a little damp on that ball. That was right through his hands.
Minute 18 to go here in this second quarter. Thank you for joining us. Mountaineer football, the audio broadcast only. Back to throw is Kemp again. Gets it completed this time. Bounces like a pinball machine across the 30, 35-yard line before he stopped. That's a first down. Had a shot at him there in the backfield, but able to get away. So the ball rests at the 34-yard line. Nighthawks quickly to the line to call the play. Drop back again for Kemp, looking for a big chunk play and out of his hands. Just could not come up with it. That's 3 again. Morrison, that's the 2nd in a row that he's dropped. Under pretty good coverage, but the ball was thrown exactly the only place that Morrison could catch it. He just couldn't come up with it. So 2nd and 10, 56.1 seconds to go. They're in kind of a hurry-up offense to try to get some more points on the board. The Nighthawks will come out in the second half and get the ball.
We're going to take a timeout.
Whistles on the field. Timeout, Kings Mountain. Kings Mountain will take their 2nd timeout, and we will too. Stay with us. More Mountaineer football to come right after this.
KMHS Sports is brought to you by Innovative Pool Design, Long Branch Land and Water, Brittany Austin and Company, Carolina Elite Plumbing Services, where plumbing's done right. Brad Moffitt with Carolina Chiropractic, and Flooring America.
Back here live in Greensboro, North Carolina. As we've got a good one on tap right now, 14-7. Mountaineers trail by tie touchdown. 56.1 seconds to go in this second quarter. Nighthawks have the ball at the 34-yard line of the Nighthawk 34-yard line. Kemp back to throw, hands the ball off. He's got some running room across the 40, 45, 50-yard line.
Flag.
Flag on the play, and he's going to get stopped inbounds. It's thrown in the backfield. Waiting for the call for the flag. Kind of arguing with the coach. holding against the Nighthawks, so that'll back them up. I would imagine we will take that penalty. Still remains second down, but it'll back it all the way up to the Nighthawk 30-yard line. So 2nd and 14 for Northern Guilford.
Mountaineer defense just got to find a way to hold them before halftime.
3 receivers set, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Nighthawks moving from right to left right now at their own 30-yard line. Kemp fakes the handoff. He rolls out. He's under pressure. He finds a receiver, gets out of bounds right at the 35, 34, 35-yard line, so not much of a pickup.
It's going to be 3rd and 9.
But he does stop the clock. 42.9 seconds. 3rd at about 9. Mountaineers with a 3-man front right now. Three rushing down linemen. Still under pressure. Kemp throws it right over the middle. He's got it completed to 50, 45, up to about the 43-yard line. And the clock, once the chains get back in place, the clock will keep running. 34.5 seconds, but Nighthawks will take a timeout before that happens. So they'll take their first timeout. We will too. Stay with us. More Mountaineer football right after this.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Pinpoint Fence, the Kings Mountain Optimus, M&T Plumbing, the Gutter Guys, Butler's Outdoor Design, CGW Roofing and Construction, TCM Mechanical.
Back here live at Johnny Roscoe Stadium. Johnny Roscoe. We need to find out who Johnny Roscoe is. At halftime, that's y'all's mission to find out who Johnny Roscoe is.
I'll do that. I was trying to look and see when Kings Mountain and Northern Guilford actually played the last time.
We have not played Northern Guilford.
Yeah, it says on I used AI. So how reliable is that? I don't know, but it does say we went in the 2011 playoffs and they won 35-14. So I don't know how much I can rely on this.
That may be the case. Kemp runs out of pressure. He just throws the ball away. Kings Mountain coaching staff up here is hollering for a hold, but no flag on the play. 47.1 seconds, 2nd and 10 from the Kings Mountain 43-yard line.
All right, defense, just find a way to hold them for 27 seconds.
Mountaineers with 1 timeout. Nighthawks with 2 left this half. 27.1 seconds to go. Kemp fakes the handoff. He drops back, looking. Can't find anybody. Everybody's under pressure. He just throws the ball away. And so 3rd and 10, 20 seconds to go. The time is just not on the Nighthawks side right now. Great coverage downfield by the Mountaineers. I mean, everybody was well covered. Kemp did the only thing he could do really is just throw it away. Trip receivers bunch to this side. Quick whistles. Maybe a timeout by somebody. I don't know who yet. Somebody's charged with a timeout, but I'm not sure if it was us or them.
Lincoln just scored, tied the game up 8-8 over against Mountain Heritage.
So same formation as they come out of the timeout, just a quick timeout. Same formation, trip. Bunch trips to this near side. Quick whistles again. Kings Mountain will take a timeout. So that last one had to be charged to Northern Guilford then. So they'll take a timeout. We will too. Stay with us. More Mountaineer football after this.
KMHS Sports is brought to you by Christy Sellers with Howard Hanna Real Estate, JWH Contracting, Carter Bank and Trust, live life to the fullest, The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Butler's Tire and Auto Service, and John Gamble with Carolina Golf.
Else to run it. Back here live at Johnny Roscoe Stadium. 20 seconds to go. Nighthawks trying to put another score on the board and go up by 2 scores before halftime. 3rd and 10 from the Kings Mountain 43-yard line.
Quick score, Mount Heritage is up 14-8 over Lincoln.
Still running that trip formation, but bunch this time. Mountaineers will put 3 down linemen. Back to throw is Kemp under pressure. They did come in and out of his hands. I about said he completed the ball, but he dropped it at his fingertips right at the 40-yard line. So now it's 4th and 10. With 15.7 seconds to go. They'll keep their offense on the field.
Bunched up again like that.
Defense, stay still.
Kemp with a hard count trying to bring Kings Mountain's off defensive line off the ball, but does not do it. Kemp changes his formation. Gets the ball under pressure, looking downfield, going all the way for the home run ball. Did he get it?
He did.
He did.
Wow.
Touchdown.
Big holding call back there. No call, I should say. Their guy fell backwards and pulled our guy with him right in front of the white hat. That's unfortunate. Good catch nonetheless by them.
So the Nighthawks will go back to a 2-score lead, and they'll come out with the ball in the second half. Gerardo gets the ball teed up, gets ready to kick this extra point. There's a snap, the hold, the ball's up, and it is good. So 21-7, the Nighthawks lead it. Stay with us. We'll finish up this first half right after this.
KMHS Sports is brought to you by Innovative Pool Design, Long Branch Land and Water, Brittany Austin and Company, Carolina Elite Plumbing Services, where plumbing's done right, Brad Moffitt with Carolina Chiropractic, and Flooring America.
Northern Guilford gets ready to kick the ball off 40-yard line. Mountaineers in kickoff formation will receive the ball. 7.5 seconds to go in this first half. So depending on what catch and run happens here, Kings Mountain will have maybe one play if they choose to use it. So there's the kickoff. It's kicked deep, but very returnable. 15-yard line up to the 20, 25. Got a hold, still on his feet. Crosses on the other side of 30, 35. Flag on the play. He's going to get run out of bounds right at the 48-yard line without the flag.
That's a late hit out of bounds.
Multiple flags.
It's run out of time anyway, I believe.
But if that's a defensive penalty, it should give us a free play.
Two flags down.
So the officials on the far side of the field are conversing. kind of a there was one or two, but for the most part, I think it's a fairly younger officiating crew we've got here tonight. Officials still talking it over. The White Hats finally coming over here to show what's going to happen. No time on the clock at all.
Like he just said, why are we moving the flag?
The official went down, picked up the flag, and moved it a little bit.
All right, the official call. Well, if they'd stopped talking about it.
He moved the flag down to the 30-yard line.
So holding against Kings Mountain.
That's going to be the half.
Declined. Personal foul against the Nighthawks and personal foul against Kings Mountain. Both of those are offset. So it'll be halftime. If it ended on a defensive penalty, we would have got a free play out of it, but not the way it ended. So we go to the half down by 2 scores. The Nighthawks lead it 21-7. Stay with us through halftime. We'll be back for the second half. Don't go anywhere.
The KMHS Halftime Show is brought to you by Ben Engel and On Q Financial, the KM Elite Trailblazers, and Audio Video Designs. The KMHS Halftime Show is brought to you by Ben Engel and On Q Financial, the KM Elite Trailblazers, and audio-video designs. The KMHS Halftime Show is brought to you by Ben Engel and OnQ Financial, the KM Elite Trailblazers, and Audio Video Designs.
I'll get in there.
fresh spot over here.
The KMHS Halftime Show is brought to you by Ben Engel and On Q Financial, the KM Elite Trailblazers, and Audio Video Designs.
Crest is up 21-0. Beating the snot out of these.
I've seen these things play twice.
I figured it clean out, but I didn't know how close it was.
I see Henry's going to get a hold of them. Yeah, because I got a daughter who goes these. That's how I got to see them.
South Point's running away with that one. Well, not running away, but getting a good, comfortable lead. Ashbrook and Dovey, I bet you Dovey is up.
No matter who gets it.
True.
Well, I said we're going to be.
If they come out strong right away and just don't let up, they're capable of winning this game.
Oh, yeah. It's not a big game. They got better not play for on both sides of the ball. I think even when they score, their offense didn't feel like it was connected.
No,
They were making plays, but it didn't feel like,
they got a couple of those bursts in them. I think they really cleaned it up right here at the end. Honestly, that last touchdown was kind of a sloppy, junky gimme. 27-0 Hickory and Watauga. Hickory. Well, Hickory's beating them. They are what conference? What conference are they? Watauga? I think they're Big 7. Mountains.
Looks like that's kind of a big slice.
I usually hit the Waffle House for after.
I still do. Well, when I'm at the King Mountain game, I am.
They've got a big Waffle House close to us. I tried to go to one last week. I stayed in Wayne last week. And I could have seen that there's a Waffle House right down the East property. I said, I'll stop there. I'll stop at one in Canton. I went in there. I didn't realize his play was They won. Let's get the job. I ended up going through the drive-thru Burger King to get me a couple cheeseburgers and go on the road.
The winner of tonight's game will play the winner of tonight's contest between Dudley and Ashbrook. The score of that game is presently Ashbrook 12, Dudley 7 in the third quarter.
The KMHS Halftime Show is brought to you by Ben Engel and On Cue Financial. The KM Elite Trailblazers. And Audio Video Designs.
Back here live at Greensboro, getting ready for the second half of action. Mountaineers down by 2 scores right now. Of course, if you're just joining this, we were down 14-0. Finally put together a good running drive and able to put some points on the board, but just right in the final moments of. I know why I'm so loud, because I turned it up to hear the band. I was trying to figure out, why am I so loud? We gave up that score in the final moments of the first half to that long pass play by the Nighthawks. And so we're back down by 2 full scores here in Greensboro. Just checking, we've been looking at a lot of the scores from the Caldwell Banker Farm Bureau CNC Scrap Iron and Metal scoreboard. Guys, anything surprise you in any of these scores so far?
I'm still digging in.
I just lost mine.
We're getting some fantastic loading times here.
Coming back out of this, going back into the second half, the Nighthawks will receive the opening kickoff. They won the toss originally, deferred to the second half. So we'll take another halftime break. Stay with us. Second half of action coming up next.
The KMHS Halftime Show is brought to you by Ben Engel and On Cue Financial. The KM Elite Trailblazers. And Audio Video Designs.
And Bobard.
Back here live at Greensboro, North Carolina, getting ready for the second half, trying to come up with some scores on our scoreboard tonight.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Burns is leading Bovard by 1, 14-13 at halftime. Mayton is up 15-6 over Newton Conover.
I see South Point's trying to run away with it 40-21 in the third quarter over Monroe.
And Stuart Kramer is hanging close with Highbright. They're down 7-3.
Wow. See, I told you guys I could have been wrong about that game. Thomas Jefferson, we hadn't talked about them. They're still at halftime. They're playing at South Davidson tonight, 14-0. As we get ready for the opening kickoff here in the second half, Mountaineers kick it off. Kick it deep and returnable, 15, 20-yard line. He's got a hold run through, crosses the 30, still on his feet up to the 40, right at the 40-yard line. So the Nighthawks will take a 1st and 10, and we'll get to see who made the better changes in the locker room coming out this second half.
And one other score I got is Ashbrook 12, Dudley 7 in the third quarter.
Tied at 20-20 at Oak Grove and J.M. Robinson. Of course, we're very familiar with J.M. Robinson, the Bulldogs.
All right, let's see what this Mountaineer defense can do in the third quarter.
We start third quarter off with a run, trying to hit the corner. Mountaineers giving chase. He's going to get a little room, but not a whole lot. Crosses the 40-yard line to about the 42. Feemster on the tackle. And the running back, number 22, Lynch, kind of shaken up maybe a little bit. Looked like maybe his shoulder. Maybe a stinger after that. Flag is on the play. Flag down right at the 40-yard line. Personal foul, face mask against the Mountaineers. So they'll march off that personal foul 15-yarder against Kings Mountain. So a Nighthawk first down. They'll move to the Kings Mountain side of the field now. Ball rests at the 42. 1st and 10 for Northern Guilford.
That's not a good start for the Mountaineers defense.
11:44 in this opening drive here of the third quarter. Hands the ball off right up the middle, number 15, the ball carrier. He'll get maybe 2 or 3 yards. That's Herndon, the ball carrier. Up to the 39-yard line, so 2nd and about 7. Hand the ball off to Herndon once again, but he's going to get hit directly at the line and kind of push forward. So he'll get a little positive yardage on it, bring up 3rd down and maybe 3. Rainey on the tackle for the Mountaineers. Number 22, Leach, still under the tent here on the sidelines for the Nighthawks. Quick to the line, Northern Guilford is. Hands the ball off. Tries to find some running room and does. Crosses 30, 25, 20-yard line before he's tackled. That's number 15, again, Herndon, the ball carrier. Silas Tate able to make the stop for the Mountaineers after the big first down play. 17-yard play for the Nighthawks. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from about the 18. Leach drops back this time to throw, looks for an open receiver, tries to hit the corner. He's got an open man, and it is caught. Touchdown, Nighthawks. So Northern Guilford has stretched the lead to 3 scores right there with the corner play to the end zone. 10 minutes, 9 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Trying to make it 28-7.
Wow, okay. Little fake
play. Try to get the 2-point conversion, but it's blocked by the Mountaineers, so they will not get the extra point. So it'll remain 27-7.
Northern Guilford, the ball was rolled on the ground before you can even pick it up.
So no extra point. It is not good. 27-7. We'll take a break. Stay with us. More Mountaineer football after this.
KMHS Sports is brought to you by Christy Sellers with Howard Hanna Real Estate, JWH Contracting, Carter Bank and Trust, live life to the fullest, The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Butler's Tire and Auto Service, and John Gamble with Carolina Golf.
Back here live, waiting for the kickoff from Northern Guilford. Geraldo will kick the ball off and kicks it deep this time, kind of a knuckle ball, bounces to 20, going to roll out of bounds at about the 19-yard line before the Mountaineers can touch it.
Drew, he's a legendary head coach for Northern Guilford. He built the program from 2007 until his retirement in 2013.
So we did find out who Johnny Roscoe is. So the ball will go up to the 35-yard line. Kings Mountain will take over 1st and 10 from there. The 35-yard line, 1st and 10. 10 minutes and 9 seconds to go in this third quarter. Mountaineers come out with a five wide set, no running back. Texas in motion. Throws it out to Tex over in the bubble screen area, and he'll get met right at the line of scrimmage. So he runs about 20 yards but picks up nothing. 2nd and 10.
South Point's up 47 to Monroe at 21.
Wow. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. .9:36 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Quick throw out to Mountaineers, and they've got a little something going, trying to get up to the 40-yard line. They'll maybe stretch it for a 4-yard play. So third and about 6. 3rd and a long 5, maybe. Ball rests at a Kings Mountain 38-yard line. Bell brings the Mountaineers back out. 3 receiver Tex to this side. 3 receiver set. He's looking deep. Throws the ball up, trying to find a receiver. Incomplete.
Going to call it clean.
Good coverage over on the far side. So brings up a 4th down.
I haven't seen a pass from KJ like that tonight yet, where it's that high floating pass.
Mountaineer punt team will come out. Johnson gets ready to punt the ball away. Good knuckleball punt. Bounces at 30. It will be caught right at the 25-yard line. The Mountaineers will give no return. So 1st and 10 by Alton was caught the ball right at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Nighthawks.
That was a good coverage on the punt team.
Well, I kind of had to make sure we punted it that time. I think we've actually faked it more than we've actually punted this game so far. 1st and 10 for Northern Guilford. 8:25 here in the 3rd quarter. Hands the ball off right up the middle. Truck could run through that hole up to the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Crosses to the 45 for the Mountaineers, running him out of bounds.
A little bit of shoving our guys. They got their hands up, walking away.
So 1st and 10, Northern Guilford.
Lenny Wright sending me all the updates on these games. I think I just saw Hickory was up 21-0.
3 receiver set, back to throw. Trapped it on the ground, incomplete.
Hickory's up 27-0 against Franklin. 21-7 Watauga over Catholic. Crest is up 24-0 at halftime still.
On the KTC broadcasting, they got Hickory up 33-0.
4-man rush for the Mountaineers. Hands the ball off right up the middle, trying to make the edge, but the Mountaineers will stop it. That's number 15, the ball carrier. That's Herndon. Camp on the tackle. So 3rd and 10. Still on the Northern Guilford side of the ball, side of the field right here. Big 3rd down play here for the Mountaineer defense. Four receiver set, twins to either side. Camp calls the signals. Puts a man in motion. Drops back to throw, looking right over the middle for the crossing round. He gets it 40, 35, 30, 20, 10-yard line. Drug all the way down. Touchdown. Touchdown, Northern Guilford. Drug our Mountaineer player all the way to the end zone. So the Nighthawks will go up one more score. They'll get ready to kick the ball again for the extra point. Grotto tees it up, ball's up. It's long enough, and it is good, so they'll tack on one more. 34-7, the Nighthawks lead it. Stay with us, more Mountaineer football right after this.
KMHS Sports is brought to you by Innovative Pool Design, Long Branch Land and Water, Brittany Austin and Company, Carolina Elite Plumbing Services, where plumbing's done right, Brad Moffitt with Carolina Chiropractic, and Flooring America.
Back here, Johnny Roscoe Stadium, legendary coach here of the Nighthawks. We have found out 7:18 to go in the third quarter. The Nighthawks lead at 34-7 as they get ready to kick it off to the Mountaineers.
Yeah, I like their chances when I saw the bracket. We got to at least go to the third round.
Ball is up, kicked shallow, returnable across the 20, 25, still on his feet. He's got a hole to run through. Flag on the play, across the 50, still on his feet to the 40, 30-yard line.
Another flag down.
Two flags, one on this sideline.
One way over on the sideline here for these guys.
Two flags about 40 yards apart.
One of our guys was shaking his head back here, so I'm pretty sure that one's on us. This one over here, I'm not sure, over here in the sideline. Shelby's up 41, Mount Airy 14. So Shelby's taking care of business up here on this side of North Carolina.
Waiting the official word. Well, one flag's waved off. Did both flags get waved off? I guess they did.
Northern Guilford fans are not very happy about that one.
Looks like sideline warning or sideline infraction on the home side, on the Northern Guilford side. That's what the flag thrown over here was. So the Mountaineers will get to keep their great return right there. We'll take over 1st and 10 right at the Nighthawk 30-yard line.
All right, Mountaineer offense, let's capitalize.
Official still talking it over. So we will get the penalty. And they'll march it off further, so the Mountaineers will take over 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the Nighthawks 15-yard line.
Just punching in.
Hands the ball off right over to the left side. That's Camp. He found a hole to run through. Picks up maybe 5 on the play. 2nd and about 5. Excuse me, that's long on the carry. That's what happens when I don't use my binoculars. Bell changing the protection call. Hands it to Long over on the left side, but not able to get away, get out of the backfield, and he'll lose a couple yards and bring up third and about 8.
Quick score, High Brighton's up 14-3 over Stuart Kramer.
We do have a defensive lineman, number 55, down on the field. That's M.J. Smith. He's a junior, 6'3" junior, and they'll tend to him. He's trying to make it to his feet, but we'll take a break. Stay with us. More Mountaineer football to come right after this.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Pinpoint Fence, the Kings Mountain Optimist, M&T Plumbing, the Gutter Guys, Butler's Outdoor Design, CGW Roofing and Construction, TCM Mechanical,
21-7.
Back here at Johnny Roscoe Stadium, they're still tending to the injured Nighthawk. They finally brought him to his feet. He's walking off on his own power. Pretty good limp, though. So we're not sure of the injury or whether we'll see much of that young man, but with a 34-7 lead, they may just hold him on the sidelines. .6:18 to go here in this third quarter. Mountaineers threatening third down and about 8. Bell back to throw, looking for the corner of the end zone.
Wow.
A lot of pushing over on the right-hand side. Did he get it?
He got it, but flag came
Flag
down
on
too.
the play
There it goes.
after the fact.
It's too much celebrating for Northern Guilford's defense.
It's on us.
Officials talking it over, corner of the end zone. Waiting the word from the white hat. So the penalty is against the Mountaineers.
Turnover.
2 penalties against the Mountaineers. They're going to say he picked the ball off in the end zone. So the Nighthawks will come out with the ball.
Interesting.
So we'll have to get definitely a explanation of that penalty. We'll have to ask that on the coach's show. I'm not sure exactly what that penalty was, or
What I don't understand is the referee signaling touchdown down there. Now Northern Guilford has the ball at the 35?
Yeah. I saw the hands go up too.
I don't know.
officials still talking it over.
Ejection. So he got ejected. I'm just not sure who.
So 15-yard penalty. So the Nighthawks will have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line now. Talk about flipping the field.
Coach Strait trying to plead his case, but I don't think there's anything to do now.
6:06 to go in the third quarter. Nighthawks with the ball right now. Nighthawks with a jumbo set. Hands the ball off left-hand side, some running room. He'll get maybe 5 yards on the carry. That's Herndon again. So 2nd and 5, right at the Kings Mountain 45-yard line. Quarterback will keep it this time. He'll keep it himself, run through, gets a first down, and picks up 5 more. So a big 10-yard run for Kemp. Clock will keep running, 5:25 here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Nighthawks still with that fast-paced offense. They're back at the line. Kemp hands it off this time to Herndon again, but he's met at the line of scrimmage. He might get a yard, but nothing more than that. 2nd down and about 9. 5:50 and counting here in this third quarter.
Keeper.
Quarterback keeps it again. He'll scramble across, trying to pick up a first down, but he's going to be a little bit short. Brings up 3rd and about 2. Andrews Mitchell in now at quarterback. Third and 2 for the Nighthawks. Quarterback's going to keep it again. That's Mitchell. He crosses the 20-yard line, picks up the first down. 1st and 10 from the 19. Camp on the stop for Kings Mountain. Big 6-yard gain for the Nighthawks. 1st and 10. Right at the 20-yard line. Back to throw. That's Andrews, but he's going to get dropped in the backfield. He's going to lose yardage and pick up a sack.
I hate that they missed that hole.
Andrews Mitchell on the keeper, led by a host of Mountaineers. Loss of 3 yards on the play, and they get 2nd down and 13.
That was a good stop by the Mountaineers defense.
Let me tell you, that young man in 33 Odom, every game that we've been down heavy like this, where it really just didn't seem like there was a whole lot of hope, he still plays his butt off until the very end. I just like to see his work ethic.
Mitchell getting the ball carrier, spins out of something. He's trying to pick up something positive, but he's still going to lose a yard or 2 and bring up a 3rd down.
They're going to give him about a 4-yard loss.
So 3rd and about 16.
See if the young Mountaineer defense can come up with a big stop here on 3rd and long.
Mitchell calls the signals, 3 receiver set, 2 to the high side, 1 up back. He's going to hand it off right up the middle, trying to find some running room. Crosses the 25 up to the 20. So close to the original line of scrimmage. Will bring up 4th down. So 4th and 11. Looks like the
They're going to go
field goal team will come in and attempt about a 38-yard field goal. The ball is up. It looks like it's long enough.
That was an impressive kick.
And it is good. So Northern Guilford will put 3 more on the board. We'll take a break. Stay with us. More Mountaineer football after this.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Pinpoint Fence, the Kings Mountain Optimist, M&T Plumbing, the Gutter Guys, Butler's Outdoor Design, CGW Roofing and Construction, TCM Mechanical.
Back here at Northern Guilford, after the field goal, adding 3 more points on the board, more insult to injury. Mountaineers will wait on the kickoff.
Drew, I'm trying to figure out who got thrown out of the game. I do see KJ over there without his helmet on.
Ball is kicked, and it is kicked deep. Returnable from the 5 up to the 10, 15, 20-yard line. Makes a cut. That's number 5 with it across the 30, 35 before he gets run out of bounds. So Xavier Hutchins with a pretty decent return for the Mountaineers.
All right, we're going to have a different quarterback for a little bit. Be interested to see what happened with all that.
So 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line of Kings Mountain. Hutchins will go in at quarterback. We've seen him earlier in the year in that position once or twice. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself around the left-hand side. He'll fight for a yard or 2, but not much. Bring up 2nd. About 9. .47 seconds left to go here in this 3rd quarter. As it winds down, we'll have to run at least 1 play with the play clock at 25. Well, they hadn't started the play clock, so, but we're going to get a play off anyway. 38 seconds to go. Hutchins back looking for the
Got one.
Receiver. Called at the 40, 50-yard line. He's going to get run out of bounds on the Nighthawks side of the ball around the 47-yard line. So 1st and 10, Kings Mountain.
A nice pass play from Hutchins.
Ball, the clock will start running now. 15, 14, 13, and counting. I don't know that Kings Mountain's any hurry to get this play off.
Nah, they're going to get it switched around here. Don't got to go far, though.
Nope.
So the play clock will run out. We'll go to 40. We'll go to the 4th quarter. Stay with us. More Mountaineer football after this.
KMHS Sports is brought to you by Christy Sellers with Howard Hanna Real Estate, JWH Contracting, Carter Bank and Trust. Live life to the fullest. The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Butler's Tire and Auto Service, and John Gamble with Carolina Golf.
back here at Johnny Roscoe Stadium in Greensboro, kind of north of Greensboro, at Northern Guilford High School. We're going to have to add all the Guilford schools up. There's Northern Guilford, there's like Northwest Guilford, there's Southern Guilford.
Guilford Stew.
East-West Guilford. I wonder if there's a Guilford. I don't know.
Guilford.
Yep. I got the Forrest Gump reference, I understand.
Listen, this is going to be a long ride home. Unless we can really turn some miracles here.
1 quarter of play left to go. Mountaineers down 37-7. Hands the ball off. He keeps it himself, actually. That's Hutchins one more time. That's the threat that Hutchins brings to the game is his speed and his threat to run the ball.
Would there be value in a Wildcat?
Well, I've seen us run it this season, not a whole lot. So 2nd and 10. Clock running 11 minutes, 19 seconds to go here in this ball game. Long in it, running back right now. Gives it Long. He's going to get met in the backfield. Tries to get away, but gets driven to the ground. And he'll lose yards. Brings up 3rd and a long.
Every linebacker got him about 5 yards back.
So the Mountaineers have seen a lot of up and downs this season. We've seen, how strong we looked at the beginning of the year. Then we started taking a lot of injuries. And then a lot of our youth of this team started to show throughout the year as we took those injuries. And we didn't make it to the 3rd round. Hutchins back to throw this time. He gets blocked and then caught once again by the Mountaineers. But we're going to get dropped for a loss regardless.
They're having fun with it anyway. They do.
Number 51, actually, after the deflection, number 51 caught the ball. It's Dom Davis. We're glad to have that young man back on the lineup. Maybe one of the few times he gets the ball in his hand during the game. So the Mountaineers will line up to punt the ball away. 4th down. And a truck ride will be punting right at the 32-yard line.
Just got a text message. South Point broke 60. They're at 61-28 over Monroe.
Great punt by Johnson. Returnable across the 25 up to the 30-yard line before he's wrapped up, before he gets to the 35. So the Nighthawks will take over.
Flag's down. Hold on. Yeah, they're moving on like it's just a holding call.
Waiting for the official to give me, they take their time. Holding against the Mountaineers. They'll get added to the end of the run. So the Nighthawks will take over 1st and 10. From the 44-yard line, their own 44-yard line. 9 minutes 37 seconds to go here in this ball game. Mountaineers down by 30. Doesn't come out of the mouth right, down by 30. Right up the middle goes the quarterback. He'll get met at the line of scrimmage before the Mountaineers wrap him up. So the Mountaineers will lose this one here in Greensboro after the third round. Northern Guilford will stay alive and play the winner of the Dudley Ashbrook game here. And the ball off number 45. He's free, crossing the 40-yard line before he gets run out of bounds around the 35-yard line. First down play by the Nighthawks. 8:40 to go here in this ball game.
You know what's interesting is KJ Bell had 170 passing yards tonight. Kemp's only at 140. I don't even know where our passing yards went.
When you got one that says touchdown, and then all of a sudden, I guess he needed one that got rejected. I'm not sure, though.
First and 10, Northern Guilford. Hands the ball off number 45 again, trying to push his way forward. He gets wrapped up before he gets to the 35. As Braylon Barbie, the ball carrier, he's going to be about the third running back we've seen tonight for Northern Guilford. Mitchell still in at quarterback. So 2nd and 11. Barbie right up the middle again. He won't get to the line of scrimmage. He'll get met in the backfield and lose another yard. Third and about 12. Right at the 38-yard line of Kings Mountain. A little over 7 minutes to go here in this ball game. Hand the ball off to Barbie one more time. He'll get met at the line of scrimmage. A little pushing and shoving going on, some frustration on the Mountaineer side, no doubt. That brings up a 4th and 10. Play clock's running. The offense for the Nighthawks is still on the field. Play clock still down to about 10 now, with no play call yet. Just waiting on it. They're going to take a timeout before they delay a game. So they'll take a timeout. We will too. Stay with us. We'll return right after this.
KMHS Sports is brought to you by Christy Sellers with Howard Hanna Real Estate, JWH Contracting, Carter Bank and Trust, live life to the fullest, The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Butler's Tire and Auto Service, and John Gamble with Carolina Golf.
Back here in Greensboro, North Carolina, 37-7. Mountaineers on the losing side of this ticket. 6:18 to go here in this ball game. Mountaineers will wrap up the 2026 season in the third round of the playoffs, which is good. You know, we haven't been to the third round since 2022. So
first third round in the 6A conference.
First third round of 6A. First third round under this coaching regime with Coach Herron. I think just 8 starters throughout the year. That may have changed after some injuries, but very few seniors on this team. So a lot of bright things happening for the Mountaineers. Mountaineers going to return it up to the 10, 15, block or 2.
That was a 3 flag hit.
Flags on the play.
That was just ridiculous. Blind hit. Unnecessary.
Mountaineer player gets up slowly. Nighthawk player still on the ground. I didn't see exactly what happened, Dale. What happened with that return there?
Just a cheap block.
By Kings Mountain?
Yeah, just a blind hit.
It's a blind hit. He should have just let him go after the runner went by the tackler.
So the penalty will be assessed. Kings Mountain with the penalty. Ball go all the way down close to the goal line. Six minutes, 3 minutes to go here in this ball game. On a very foggy. It's not misting, and it's kind of like a moist fog. Does that make sense? Is that a thing? Moist fog.
It's warm, but it's cold.
I don't get that. I think you're crazy. So while they still tend to him, we'll take another break. Stay with us. More Mountaineer football after this.
KMHS Sports is brought to you by Innovative Pool Design, Long Branch Land and Water, Brittany Austin and Company, Carolina Elite Plumbing Services, where plumbing's done right, Brad Moffitt with Carolina Chiropractic, and Flooring America.
Back here in Northern Guilford as they help the injured player off the field.
It's good to see this young man get up after a big hit like that.
Hopefully some of these are accurate. Just looking at our Caldwell Banker Farm Bureau CNC Scrap Iron and Metal scoreboard. Hickory up 33-7 over Franklin. So that big score there, 61-34. South Point leads Monroe in the fourth quarter. That game's still going on.
Burns leads Bovard 20-17.
Here's a nail biter. Reagan right now 1 point lead over Mooresville, 32-31.
Another flag down.
Flag on the play. Shelby leads Mount Airy 41-21. Ashbrook holding on to a short lead, 15-7 over Dudley. The winner of that game will play here. No matter who wins, we'll play here next week. West Charlotte up big, 34-7. Bavard leading right now, 23-20.
Yeah, they
over Burns.
They just scored quick.
That's going back and forth.
Yeah.
Thank you, David. And Lincolnton right now is trailing 28-23. Watauga up 21-13 over Charlotte Catholic, so still could go either way on that one. Mountaineers hand the ball off right up the middle, trying to get some running room.
Still on his feet, pushing.
Still on his feet, pushing, bring up third down.
Look like a little rugby scrum.
This could be an upset in the third quarter. Sun Valley 39 to Freedom 7. Now, Sun Valley is ranked 15th. Freedom is like 4th.
Yeah, but Sun Valley plays in that.
Pisgah and Mount Pleasant, they're playing in Pisgah tonight, tied at 15 in the fourth quarter. Stuart Kramer right now trailing Highbrighton 14-9. So as we get closer and get further in the playoffs, you see a lot of these scores tightening up. Kings Mountain with a jumbo package, hands the ball off, quick whistles. Got a good hole to run through before the whistles blew. 2nd and 8. At the 7-yard line, Kings Mountain will call timeout.
Burns just scored again.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Back and forth.
4 minutes, 46 seconds to go here in this ball game. Let's take a break. We'll be back right after this.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Pinpoint Fence, the Kings Mountain Optimists, M&T Plumbing, the Gutter Guys, Butler's Outdoor Design, CGW Roofing and Construction, TCM Mechanical.
I think I'm going to refuse that.
I'm going to refuse that. I'm inviting Dale and Joel to come with me to the Bessemer City Christmas Parade Sunday. My daughter is dancing in it. Dance Magic will be dancing in that Christmas parade. Mountaineers push it all the way to the 15-yard line, and that's going to be a first down, Kings Mountain, as they keep the ball moving, keep the clock moving. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Coach's show for to wrap up this season probably will not be this week. We usually wait a week, so look for it on social media, maybe the week after next. Quarterback keeper trying to make the edge, makes a man or two miss, crosses the 20-yard line with a spin move up to the 20. Will pick up 5 yards. Hutchins still in at quarterback. So 2nd and 4 after a big 6-yard gain. Really 7-yard gain. Well, no, 6. He keeps moving the yard marker around on me. So he moved it back again. So it's 2nd and 3. So a 7-yard gain. I think the Kings Mountain Christmas Parade is December 5th. Around the end, trying to make the turn. He does. Big gain for the Mountaineers across the 50-yard line up to the 44. Byers on the run, but flag on the play.
The flag is as far opposite of the field of the play that it could be.
Remember the kind of flags you hate, though. It's like he's way down here and now the flag's way back
There's been
here.
a bunch of them tonight like that.
Yeah. It's like we see it and he look like it clean blocks to me. But they can't see a hole when they're right there in front of them. But that's what the growing pain is for this young team. Just the penalties killed them all year.
Waiting on the official word for the white hat. Personal foul. unnecessary roughness against Kings Mountain. 15-yarder. 2 minutes, 57 seconds to go here in this ball game.
What was it, another blind side block?
So the ball goes all the way back to the 11-yard line. So 2nd and 14 for Kings Mountain. 3 receiver set. Hutchins still in at quarterback. Get the ball right up the middle. Got a little running room before he gets brought down. He'll get up close to the original line of scrimmage. Bring up 3rd and maybe 11. Two minutes, 28 seconds. And I'm asking Siri, where's the nearest Waffle House?
If I ate an all-star breakfast right now, I wouldn't be able to drive home. I'd fall asleep. Get me a nap.
Well, make your wife drive home. Dropped in the backfield for a loss, bring up 4th down. Johnson will come out, get ready to kick the ball away. Unless something happens here, clock's still running. This should be wrapping this game up here. Stay with us to the conclusion of this ball game. We'll wrap up this game real quick. See if any final scores happen in the area, especially around in Cleveland County. Back and forth on the Burns game. I think Shelby's coasting. I think Crest is in the lead. So it's the Burns that's kind of back and forth. Maybe the Ashbrook game is looking tight. Kings Mountain will punt out of their end zone. Johnson with a good booming punt this time. Going to take a roll for Northern Guilford and get down to around the 42, 41-yard line of Kings Mountain. So good field position for Northern Guilford with 1:10. Big plans this weekend, guys?
Yeah, we're going to be going over to Mount Zion Church tomorrow for the Thanksgiving community table. Try to find it on Facebook or something and come help out those in need in Kings Mountain in the area. Shelby.
Right up the middle is the runner for Northern Guilford. He stopped at the line of scrimmage. Mountaineers not much to give. Of course, a lot of second and third string in right now for Northern Guilford. Clock still running, 53, 52, 51 seconds. A lot of cowbells on the home side here. They'll stay alive to go to round 4 next week. Not sure if they'll get Ashbrook or Dudley yet.
Still got about 200 Kings Mountain fans over there in those stands.
Yeah, they haven't left. Kings Mountain has not left whatsoever.
That's going to do it.
They'll go to victory formation and just down the ball, and that'll do it. Mountaineers will fall in the 3rd round to a pretty stout Northern Guilford team, 37-7. Let's take our final break. We'll be back to wrap this up right after this.
KMHS Sports is brought to you by Christy Sellers with Howard Hanna Real Estate, JWH Contracting, Carter Bank and Trust, live life to the fullest, The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Butler's Tire and Auto Service, and John Gamble with Carolina Golf.
Back here to wrap this ball game up. Mountaineers fall 37-7. We go right now. Ashbrook, it is a final. So Ashbrook did beat Dudley 15-7. That was kind of tight all game long. So Ashbrook will play up here Friday night. And I'm going to tell you, knowing Ashbrook, they've got a they've got a big offensive and defensive line. So do these guys. So this could be a game next week, fourth round.
You going to come up and watch it?
No.
Me neither.
No. I will most likely be in Bowling Springs next Friday for wrestling. So now they've been trying to get me to come to wrestling on Friday nights. I said, got to wait till football's over. And so football's over, so we might be down in Bowling Springs next Friday. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. For tuning in this whole season, Mountaineers. I think, Mountaineers with the young team, they had a good year. They really did with the young team. All these freshmen, sophomores that's gotten playing time pretty much all year long. Not a lot of seniors. We're not losing a lot of seniors. The middle school was phenomenal. The everybody coming up to feed the middle school was phenomenal. So, a lot of positive things next 4, 5, 6 years for Kings Mountain. The deal is just how some of these players like to do and jump ship and go to other teams is holding on to these core guys and keeping them in Kings Mountain and not letting them go to Gaffney or Ashbrook or, wherever they might go. So that's going to be the trick. But Coach will be on top of that. And like I said, check social media for our last Coach's Show to wrap up the season. That'll be coming up in the next week or two. Thank you so much for tuning in to Mountaineer football this year. We want to thank, of course, Joel behind me, Joel Clemmer, Dale Revere. Thank you so much for filling in for my normal crew. I want to say thank you to all the sponsors this season. Kings Mountain Touchdown Club, of course, David and Marie Brinkley, our athletic director, Kevin Cruz, the Kings Mountain coaching staff, Jeff Johnson, Wesley Caldwell, Mike Gann, Tommy Pardo, Brad Melton, Craig Short, Lamont Littlejohn, Mike Hayes. On occasion, he's helped us out. Did I miss anybody? I probably did. But thanks so much for everybody that supported us all year long.
Oh, you missed Terry Prince.
Terry Prince. Do I have? Yeah, I can do it. There we go. One last time, Terry. He's not listening now. I'm sure he's in the hot tub.
I was going to say, what would Terry do?
Eating grapes. So
Well, Drew,
there you go.
Well, Drew,
Thanks, Drew. You did a great job this year, too, man. You get all the credit.
Well, thank you so much for Greensboro headed to the Waffle House. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you back in Kings Mountain. You have a good evening.
KMHS Sports is brought to you by Christy Sellers with Howard Hanna Real Estate, JWH Contracting, Carter Bank and Trust, live life to the fullest, The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Butler's Tire and Auto Service, and John Gamble with Carolina Golf.